Hello everyone, this is Highlander doing another MTGC custom Magic card review. Here we have another card by TGBCGakurenZelthorn. And I'll stop making jokes about the length of his name. Um, this is from his set Earth. And if you haven't watched the previous reviews, please do so. The first one is called Miku Warsinger. Um, okay, what do we have here? We've got Corwinnn Anklebiter. So I have a question for you. Given that this set is about Earth as a plane, are you saying that Corwin in real life is a squirrel? Are you making some sort of commentary there? I mean, I don't know. I've never met the guy, so he could be a squirrel. But or maybe this isn't the Corwin we know and love. Maybe this is another Corwin, just a squirrel version, or he's a squirrel named Corwin. I don't know. Cool art though. Although speaking of art, I was expecting all these cards to be anime style, and they're not. I mentioned that in the first video, so I, I kind of I don't know. I raised my eyebrow at you. Um, okay, so we've got a legendary Squirrel Warrior at rare. This is a 4-mana 2/3. Uh, Now, Corwin can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater, is usually what this says, 3 or more. Whenever you play a land that is not your first each turn, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. So it's got like a land, sort of a landfall ability if you play multiple lands in a turn. Let's read this flavor text. Wow, looks like you really are a squirrel, Corwin. And I guess that's by Linear Earth Soldier. The dash is kind of floating out here in the abyss. Thank God, no nut jokes. That is so nutty. You bastard. Okay, so maybe we are talking about the Corwin we know and love. Okay, so this card. So power level wise, I do not think this card is too powerful. Just looking at it, I mean, this is a 4-mana 2/3. So I mean, stats wise, it's actually a little under costed. But you do have this clause where it can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or more, which makes it really hard to trade for this guy. Right? Because he's a 2/3. So you'd have to have like a Death Toucher, or you could double block him, I suppose. You know, there's always that. You could put two 2/2s on him. And whenever you play a land that is not your first, each turn create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. So usually the wording for something like this, and once again we'll pull up the old Scryfall. There are cards that say like draw. Let's see if it's your second card you drew. Draw second. Let's just look at that. Yeah, here we go. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, Blood Craze Wolverine, blah blah blah. Okay, so oh, I see. This is a little different. This is a little different because this is not your second land. This is any land past your first. I think, and I'm not going to try to find a card that says this, but I believe that the wording for something like this would be something like, whenever you play a land, comma, if it's not the first land you played this turn, comma, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. I believe that's how this kind of a thing is worded. So keep that in mind. Also, you know, I already talked about formatting with your cards. You know, there's a few little formatting issues here and there, and I think running out of space is not a good reason to not format your cards properly, right? So you could have easily made this flavor text a little bit shorter. So there's that. I don't mind the card outside of that. I mean, you know, I wouldn't say it's super unique, but you know, it's I do find this can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or more kind of interesting. Like, um, I don't. I mean, again, I'm not a commander player, but I don't think super often you see this effect on something with kind of that amount of toughness. So that's kind of neat. Um, honestly, like given the stats on this guy and the cost, like this guy actually seems a little undercosted for a rare. Uh, Given his stats, you could probably just make this happen on any land. Just anytime a land enters the battlefield, you get a 1/1 squirrel. Um, and I think that would actually be completely fine on this card. Um, but yeah, like the art, he bites ankles. I'll give this card a 3 out of 5. Again, it has some issues, but um, you know, I like the design. Yeah, I don't have too many other issues with this one. Um, and I like that this is a squirrel with an eye patch and he's wearing armor. Thank you for watching.